What's going on, guys? It's Gabriel Israel with Planet Agape Rack. We are here to do round two of How Money Smart Are You? Disaster, financial preparation, and recovery. Preparing financially before disasters. Let's see how we do on round two. We will be doing all four rounds because we want the certificate. So let's get it in.
Welcome to round two. If a disaster occurs, the government and many organizations will try to help. For example, disaster relief organizations, faith-based organizations, and other community-based organizations help with disaster recovery. However, it may take some time to get to you, so you need to be prepared as well. Preparing for disasters before they happen can reduce fear, anxiety, and losses that accompany disasters. Preparing can increase your options and make the recovery go quicker. Keep in mind, though, no one is ever 100% prepared for a disaster. In this round, you'll find out how you can prepare financially for a disaster. We'll start by checking in with Maxine, our financial coach currently out in the field. She's interviewing people on the street to discuss ways to prepare financially for disasters. Then you'll answer 4 questions and have a chance to earn 4,000 coins. To win this round, you'll need to earn at least 3,000 coins.
Select each of the 4 people on the street to find out what questions they have.
I've got enough money in my bank account to cover my regular expenses. Isn't that enough financial preparation for a disaster?
Not necessarily. A disaster can lead to unexpected spending. Having an emergency savings fund can help you recover from a disaster. It can make you more resilient because you can more easily pay for necessary expenses. When you pay for unexpected expenses with money you have saved, you avoid creating potentially costly debt. Being prepared for the unexpected can give you peace of mind before, during, and after a disaster.
That makes sense. What if I can't get to my financial institution after a disaster?
Consider signing up for online or mobile banking. This can be helpful since a financial institution branch you normally visit may be temporarily unavailable after a disaster. Online or mobile banking usually allows you to pay bills, transfer funds, review balances, and conduct other transactions through an online browser or a mobile app. You may also be able to deposit a check using your phone. With online or mobile access, you may be able to communicate electronically with your financial institution. They may offer some flexibilities during and after a disaster.
Can I get repair costs covered by buying insurance for my home after the disaster happens?
No, insurance is generally only helpful if you buy it before you need it. Once you've incurred a loss, it's generally too late to purchase insurance to cover that loss. Having insurance can reduce the financial impact of a disaster when you incur a loss that's covered by the insurance. It's important to have the right insurance coverage and to shop around for the best deal. You can shop around in person, over the phone, or online. Ask what types of insurance you might need and what it will and will not cover.
Oh, okay. I already have some insurance. How do I find out what my insurance will pay for?
Periodically review all your insurance policies to find out what is and what is not covered. If you have any questions, ask your insurance agent or the place you purchased the insurance. Also, keep records of your personal property, including the estimated value of the things you own. This will help if you need to file an insurance claim.
I've never had issues depositing checks through a nearby bank branch. Should I worry about that?
Do not expect things to go as usual immediately after a disaster. So, taking care of things like cashing or depositing a check can be difficult for a period of time. Also, a disaster may make it more difficult for you to pick up your mail.
What should I do?
If it's available to you, sign up for direct deposit. With direct deposit, paychecks, pension benefits, or certain public benefits can go directly into the account you specify at a financial institution. Direct deposit can help you have access to income during a disaster. If you don't already have an account at a financial institution, this may be a good time to consider opening one. Keep in mind that some employers and benefit providers don't offer direct deposit.
Don't I just need my checkbook or debit card to make purchases during or following a disaster?
Not necessarily. In the event of a disaster, for a period of time, you may only be able to pay for purchases with cash. That can happen, for example, if the electricity is temporarily out in your community. Or perhaps your checks, debit card, or credit cards are lost or unavailable.
Good point. I'll have to think of a good spot to keep my emergency cash.
When choosing where to keep your emergency cash, consider ease of access in case of a disaster, but also safety and security. The cash isn't helpful if it's not there when you need it. Also, your emergency cash may be most helpful in small bills like ones, fives, and tens. However, and this is very important to protect against the potential loss of your money, do not keep more cash at home than is necessary for your immediate needs after a disaster. That's because there's no safer place to keep your money than in a federally insured financial institution, such as a bank or a credit union.
Okay, thanks for the tip. Any other guidance?
Having access to personal, financial, insurance, medical, and other records is crucial for recovering from a disaster quickly and efficiently. You can store important hard copy financial documents at home in a waterproof bag kept in a fire-resistant box or safe, in a safe deposit box at a financial institution, or in your go bag.
Wait, what's a go bag?
A go bag is an emergency kit that includes supplies needed for several days. You may also hear it referred to as bug-out bags or bobs. You can also consider scanning your records and securely storing the images away from home, perhaps on a secure online storage site. You can also take pictures or videos. Keep the information in a safe place. Remember, it's not enough to just store your records and forget about them. You need to keep them updated as well. Update your records after major life events, such as marriage or divorce, births and deaths, new job, new accounts, and the like.
Good point. I've also heard that the Federal Emergency Management Agency, known as FEMA, advises people to prepare an emergency financial first aid kit.
Yes, the Emergency Financial First Aid Kit, known as EFAC, is a joint publication from Operation Hope and FEMA. It can help you prepare financially and provides tips to reduce the financial impact of disasters. Go to FEMA.gov and search for EFAC to find checklists and forms. The guidance recommends the types of documents you should keep in a safe place and what information should be in your EFAC. You've selected all 4 people on the street. Select a person on the street to review the information again. Or, if you're ready to show off your money smarts, select Let's Play.
Let's play, guys.
Let's activate the comparison engine and help our guests prepare for the future. In this game, each of our guests will share their situations. You'll compare their choices and decide what each guest should do to financially prepare for a disaster. Then, engage the comparison engine to see if you selected the best choice. You'll earn 1,000 coins for each correct answer. There are 4 questions, so you can earn up to 4,000 coins. To win, you'll need to earn at least 3,000 coins. Whether your answer is right or wrong, I'll explain the correct answer. If you get stuck, select the Get Help button for a refresher on how to prepare financially for disasters. Let's begin and find out how money smart you are. Here's Shonda, our first guest. I'm concerned that my home will be damaged in a major storm forecast to hit my area next week. The electricity might be out for a while. What's likely Shonda's best choice for financially preparing for a disaster? Is it Action 1? Keep some cash in a safe place at home and the rest in her bank account. Or Action 2, withdraw her emergency savings fund plus additional money from her checking account. Or Action 3, deposit all of her cash in her savings account. That's correct. Action 1 is the best choice. Jonda should consider keeping some cash in a safe place that's secure and easy to access quickly in case of evacuation. She can use the cash to cover costs until she can use other forms of payment, such as checks, debit cards, credit cards, and prepaid cards. Shonda may want to keep some cash and small bills in a larger emergency kit that includes supplies she would need for several days. Visit ready.gov and search for Build a Kit. It has lots of information about what types of supplies to keep in your emergency kit, such as non-perishable food, flashlights, and a first aid kit. And here's Rodrigo to tell us his story.
I live in an area that has had floods. I want to make sure my current insurance policy covers this type of disaster.
What's likely Rodrigo's best choice for financially preparing for this disaster? Is it Action 1, do nothing? He can get flood insurance once his house is flooded. Or Action 2, review his insurance coverage to find out what is and what is not covered. Or Action 3, purchase the least expensive homeowner's insurance available regardless of its coverage. That's right. Action 2 is the best choice. Rodrigo should remember to periodically review all of his insurance coverage to know what is and what is not covered by his policies. The typical homeowner's insurance policy does not cover damage caused by floods or earthquakes. It may be wise to purchase extra coverage for hazards such as these, even if not required by his lender or landlord. Welcome, Pamela. Tell us about your situation.
If I'm displaced for weeks because of a disaster, I might have to drive farther to work. I'm concerned I won't have the money to pay for these expenses.
What's likely Pamela's best choice for financially preparing for a disaster? Is it Action 1, rent a car to get to and from work? Or Action 2, plan to take on debt to cover her commuting expenses? Or Action 3, save money over time to build up an emergency savings fund? That's right. Action 3 is the best choice. Having an emergency savings fund can help Pamela bounce back after a disaster. For example, she could more easily pay for things important to her recovery, like the commuting expenses that will allow her to keep earning income. Hero, what's your situation?
I live and work in an area that could be impacted by wildfires. I'm worried that I may need to evacuate at some point. If I do, I won't be able to pick up my paychecks at work or even deposit them at my financial institution.
What's likely Hero's best choice for financially preparing for a disaster? Is it Action 1, call his financial institution to make sure they will stay open? Or Action 2, arrange with his employer for his paycheck to be mailed to his home? Or Action 3, sign up for direct deposit and mobile banking? That's correct. Action 3 is the best choice. By signing up for direct deposit, if offered by his employer, Hero's paycheck would go directly into his account at a financial institution. Plus, signing up for online or mobile banking may allow Hero to pay bills, deposit checks, and conduct other transactions through an online browser or mobile app. Let's go back to Isaiah to find out how you did in round 2.
Congratulations! You earned enough coins to win this round. Remember, if you're logged in and playing to earn a certificate, you need to win every round.
All right, guys. So, hey, we passed round 2, preparing financially for disasters. Um, Thank you for watching the video. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, and visit our website. We'd like to say shalom.